would you look at...
So, this is it, isn't it? Our base of operations?
So it seems.
An ancient shaper city on a quest to find a cure for the blood burn. And we're working for the purity of light. Sounds crazy if you say it like that. Just some weeks ago, I thought I'd be in Greyfell now, trying to make a fresh start as an innkeep.
Innkeep? You?
Hey, don't laugh. What's wrong with some honest work after years of defiling on the road? Getting up early in the morning, setting the tables, serving mulled wine and stew to tired, weary souls. Just a simple, honest life.
Innkeeping is fun, until you find yourself on your knees at dawn, clearing up the puddles of vomit and beer these tired, weary souls left behind when they were done carousing.
Quite the cynic, aren't you?
So, you'd leave it all behind? The adventuring?
You know. People always act as if these decisions are final. The only way to find out how much I'd like that kind of life is by taking a chance, isn't it? And if one day I wake up and find myself in need of a change, I can still pack up my things and hit the road again. Upsides of elven blood. There's plenty of time.
Nobody's forcing you to stay here. You know that, right?
Yeah, I do. Anyway, talk later, shall we? I'm sure you've got battles to prepare.
Let's see.
Corporal? Need anything?
Could you tell me a bit more about your homeland? Finn and Mir?
Well, it's not my homeland anymore, but yeah, shoot.
How is human culture different from elven culture?
I assume you mean Nortander from Finn and Mir? There isn't one elven culture, as little as there's just the humans. Generally spoken, though, I wouldn't say they're too different. Especially not compared to the orcs. Life is a lot slower, mainly due to our lifespan, and elves are even more defined by tradition than humans. They revere nature and value tradition and rules above all else, and they are extremely aware of what they say, how they say it, and to whom. Which also makes it very easy to offend an elf. I'm an exception in that regard, but that was something my vagrant years taught me. But then again, not all elves are like that. There are some who care as little about Ellen the White Tree and the traditions as a troll cares about his morning toilet.
What role does magic play among elves?
It's everywhere. Magic is considered a gift of Ellen, and it defines your standing in every possible way. We may have talked about that already, but the whole council who runs the country is made up of mages, which is why the Purity will have a hard time finding followers in Finn and Mir, should they ever be naive enough to try.
I doubt that will ever happen. Elves have a very long lifespan. What's it like to live for so long?
Hard to say, since I don't know what a human body feels like. As an elf, you simply take it for granted. When I first realized how short a human life is during my travels, I was baffled. I've been on this world for 39 years now, and in the elven world, I'm hardly considered an adult. Here, I'd have delivered my 7th child by now. It's strange. That's the best way to describe it. But you know what I eventually came to realize?
Tell me.
That age doesn't necessarily make you wiser. I've talked to 30-year-old humans who understood more of the world than the ancient seers of Finn and Mir. It's all about experiences.
Interesting. There was something else I wanted to ask.
Sure. What?
You never told me why you fled Finn and Mir.
Oh, well, that's a long story. One I'd rather not discuss now, if you don't mind.
All right. Then maybe another time.
Yes, maybe. Corporal? Need anything?
This might sound odd, but why did you join me? It was me the Harbinger wanted.
Why are you asking? If you want me to leave, you can just say it. No hard feelings.
No, I just want to understand. You've been putting yourself in a lot of danger for our cause.
I guess so. Well, I hate to disappoint, but I don't think there's a particular reason. As you pointed out in the prison, I'm a fugitive as much as you are, and my best chance of survival was sticking with you.
How are you holding up?
I think I'm good. And you? You're the pariah carrying out Aeonir's will, not me.
I'm getting by.
Aren't we all? So, can I help you with something?
Yes?
Ah, Tahar. How nice of you to come by.
Made yourself comfortable?
Comfortable. Believe me, being comfortable is the last thing on my mind right now. Just look at this place. A Shaper city. Don't you feel it too? This sense of divinity?
I do. It's beautiful.
Indeed it is. Tahar, I'm not sure if you understand how much this means to me. The forgotten city of Mulandir, the heritage of the Shapers. Since my childhood days, I've dreamed of this. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, thank you. You and the Harbinger have made this dream come true.
Glad to be of service.
You're too kind. Anything else I can help you with? If not, I'd like to take another look at that rune Lacane gave us. It's at least as amazing as this place. Yeah, do you need something? I'm a tad busy.
There's something I've been wondering about. How did your cooperation with the Harbinger begin?
Well, that was simple. I was in Everlight at the time, on request of the nobleman. He'd hired me to do some work on an artifact collection of his. One night, a courier contacted me and gave me a letter. The message outlined the mission and the pay, even though the latter was almost irrelevant to me once I realized what it was that Lacane wanted me to find.
Mulandir.
Yeah, you know the rest of the story.
What are your thoughts on the Harbinger, Rondar Lacane?
Well, he's my employer. Without him, I wouldn't be on this mission. Or, what do you mean?
I was trying to say, how do you feel about what he stands for? The purity of light, Aeonir's return.
Oh, that. I'm not certain I have an opinion on these matters.
Don't you care who you're working for?
Truth be told, not that much. Making a living as an archaeologist is hard enough as it is. I can't afford to be picky. And in all honesty, aren't Lacane and his fellows just more of the same? There have always been cults who weren't happy with the Guardians and believed they had found the true and only God. There was even that one who believed in a sort of schizophrenic God, who was both the trinity of three different beings and the singular omnipotent God at the same time. However that's supposed to work. Sounds funny when you think about it, but those lads were dead serious.
So you think the purity is harmless?
Of course they are. And like any other fanatic, he and his fellows will go down once people realize his God doesn't have all the answers.
So you don't believe in Aeonir's return? In the new world?
No, I don't.
But there's truth to what the purity claims. The Guardians have been unusually silent.
Yeah, because maybe they finally realized how silly and ungrateful most of their creations are and decided not to bother anymore. What I'm trying to say is, there could be all kinds of reasons why they've withdrawn. And I doubt a bonkers robe-wearing lad such as Lacane knows the answer.
Does the Harbinger know you feel that way?
No, I guess not, but he doesn't need to know about that, does he?
Maybe you're right.
I certainly hope so.
That armor you're wearing looks quite special. Is it from Windwall?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, it's from Windwall. I forged it myself. Why do you ask?
Well, our smiths might be able to forge you a better one. It looks quite worn.
What? No. No, that's not gonna happen.
Why not?
It means something to me. But if it's my protection you're worried about, I can do some work on it myself. You'd have to cover the expenses, though. I'm a bit short on material these days.
Fair enough. I'll let you know if I have some resources to spare. How does one make a living as an archaeologist?
Good question. One I usually prefer not to think or talk about. To be honest, it's a tough life. For some obscure reason, only very few scholars take interest in the Shaper or the Hibernian culture, even though there is so much to be found. It's a shame.
Like what? What is there to be found?
What? You mean apart from monumental steel constructs, ghost warriors, and a city full of ancient secrets to be discovered? A lot. But that's another topic.
How do you explain that lack of interest?
Well, what do you think? Ignorance. No matter if it's orcs, elves, dwarves, or humans. We're all terribly bad at learning from the past. Blasted, there's so much to be found, so much to be explored. Not just riches, but the technology, wisdom, and ancient secrets. But no, for some reason, the people with the coin just don't care. The only ones who even try to access this treasure are incompetent amateur treasure hunters, who usually get their heads chopped off by the first defense mechanism they walk into.
True. It's a pity.
Well, I suppose that answers your question. The life of an archaeologist is hard, and there have been times where I questioned if all the sacrifices I've made were worth it. Yet, here I am now.
I've been meaning to ask you, how does a dwarf end up so far from the Windwall Mountains?
Let's not talk about this now, shall we? Maybe later.
All right, sure. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No sweat, Tahar. It's fine.
Found out anything new about the rune?
Well, so far all I can say is that what Lacane has given you is indeed a Shaper artifact, as we suspected. Now, I would write all this purity talk of the rune being a gift of Aenir off as religious nonsense if it weren't for the fact that the rune's energy actually interacts with the Godstones, shrines of Aenir.
Which means that the Shapers and Aenir are somehow connected.
Somehow, yes. And I'll find out how.
Goodbye.
All right.
Here we go.
Hold on a moment. Do you see that?
Yeah, fresh trails and a lot of them. An army went through here not too long ago.
Well, let's be on our guard.
Yes?
Now would you look at that? Interesting. Blazes. Northander soldiers.
Must be your general's men. They followed our trail.
That was faster than expected. Let's see.
Hold it right there. What's your business?
We are supposed to meet someone in Farland's Hope.
Well, bad luck then. This area is off limits. Now sod off.
I could ask you the same thing. What is the Royal Army doing in this place?
None of your concern.
We're supposed to meet the mayor of this town, Clara Farland. Where is she?
Claire Farland. What do you want from her?
Tahar, don't. We should scout the area first.
We need her help in an important matter, and came to get her.
Really? Now that changes everything. Do you want us to gift wrap her and provide you a little escort? No? Thought so. Now sod off.
Something you need?
Not a single villager in sight. That's ghastly. We should try to find Clara Farland as soon as possible.
If they didn't take her.
Now would you look at that?
Move along. There's nothing for you people to see here. What the? Over here! Help! Somebody!
You read my mind.
Danger up ahead! Fine.
All right, at least we can be sure they're all alarmed now. We should prepare ourselves for some resistance.
Interesting.
By the... you? How did you get in here?
Let's see.
I'll keep you shielded!
What the? Over here! Help! Somebody! What the? Over here! Help! Somebody!
Is this really necessary?
You'll regret this. Whatever's necessary.
Don't move!
All right. By the Guardians. Over here!
Sure.
Blazes. It's you! Corporal Tahar.
Yes. Are you all right?
Aye. Just some scratches. Do you know where the mayor is? Is she safe?
Not yet. Any idea where they might have taken her?
Aye. I think so. I think they went back to the old war camp to the southeast. We should go there. You have our blades.
Good. We'll need them.
Huh?
More lost
More fighting. Does this never end?
All right, here goes nothing. Get ready.
Right here. Fine.
Interesting.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Is this really necessary?
What Peskin?
This is a dream, isn't it? You're not really there.
Bye. What happened to you?
Bandits. They took them all. Oh, my tiara, how did this happen? How?
they will fall.
That's unexpected. Now, finish it.
Let's see.
Well, that's unexpected. Now, finish it.
Why? Why did you kill these people?
What do you want to hear? A touching story. How I lost everything. Sorry, I'll have to pass. No, stop staring and get it over with.
I don't get it. You did this for no reason, just for fun?
I don't fucking know. I just did. Guess the war brings out the worst in us.
Yes?
Interesting.
Ellen's reins. What happened to you?
Bandits. They took...
No. Hang in there. We'll fix this.
No, you won't. It's too late. I can feel it. Just help me sleep. Please.
What? No!
Tiara, grant me hope for what's to come. Nihelf, shield me from the dark ahead.
No, you're wrong. This isn't over.
Iria, it's pointless. You have to end it.
But...
Ellen, let your rains cleanse me from my pain. Zerbo, may you...
Let's go. And if we find the bastard who did this, I'll have words with him. Sure.
House Iskander's former wealth was grounded in their abundance of mineral deposits, opals and amethysts. Though most of the deposits were depleted by now, the Mage Wars and the fall of House Iskander lured many soldiers of fortune and miners back into the Iskander wildlands.
We should get moving. Sure.
Here we go.
Wrong place, wrong time, friend.
I'll keep you shielded!
Don't move! Ah!
Caution. Fine. Danger up ahead.
There enough. Let's do this.
All right.
Now would you look at that?
More fighting.
By the Guardians. Over here.
That way?
Thank you. I had a feeling you'd come back.
We're looking for Clara Farlin. Any idea where the soldiers took her?
I'm afraid not, but apparently they took position in the old war camps. They might be our best chance. Lead the way, Corporal. You've helped us once, and you'll help us again. You got our blades.
Here we go. Fair enough. Let's do this.
What the? Help me, someone!
All right, here goes nothing.
Whatever's necessary. Let's see.
Blazes. I had a feeling that was you. You know how to make an entrance, dear.
Are you okay? Did they hurt you?
Nothing I can't handle. You really have a talent for showing up when you're most needed, you know that? I thought you'd come back, but I wasn't sure. Yet here you are. Once again, you make enemies to help an old crone in need.
Glad to be of service. Now, what in blazes happened here? Why did the Royal Army attack your village?
Can't you guess?
They followed us.
Yes, General Noria himself. I have to admit, he really lived up to his reputation. He just came here, hand on the hilt of his sword, and swore to kill us all if we didn't tell him where you went.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have put your village at risk.
Don't say that. If it weren't for you, those orcs would have slaughtered us. You should have seen the look on his face when I told him you weren't here anymore. It would have been funny if he hadn't started beating up our guards afterwards. Killing them.
Do you think he knows about Mulandir? Even if you didn't tell him, one of the villagers might have.
I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. Apart from me, nobody knows what you were here for.
And where is he now?
Gone. After he realized he wouldn't find you here, he rode off like he had a fireball roaring up his buttocks. I think he may have gone east, to Bargagor, but I'm not sure. Either way, remember when I told you that I might need your help again? I didn't think it would be so early, but turns out I was wrong.
We want to help you, but we're also in need of allies. Last time we were here, you said something about influential friends?
Yes, and that offer still stands. If you help us, I might be able to acquaint you with someone who could help you in your search against the Bloodburn. And no, it's not the Purity of Light.
All right. What do you need?
It's simple. For a while now, we've been planning to abandon the village and go to Everlight. Staying here has simply become too dangerous. After what General Noria has done, there's no point in waiting any longer. We need to leave now.
Everlight. That's a long journey.
Yes, and a dangerous one. Which is why we need an escort. Gilbert and I had already started preparing the carriages, but then the soldiers came. So I need you to free the villagers for me. Just tell them to come to the clearing in the east. Once they're all there, we'll leave as quick as possible.
Why did General Noria order to hold the villagers captive anyway? I don't understand.
I wouldn't know. Maybe he had plans to interrogate them further if he didn't find you.
All right then, stay put. I'll free the villagers and tell them to come to the clearing. Understood. Now would you look at that?
Tiara's breath. You're...
Tahar, yes. Are you all right?
Aye. Mostly. These bastards just showed up here and took over. It was crazy. They even got the mayor.
Not anymore. She's safe, and she asked us to free the villagers and get them into safety.
Oh, the caravan. All right, we'll help you. It's madness anyway. Isn't the Royal Army supposed to be on our side? Men, come on.
Commander.
Over there, villagers. We should tell them about Clara's plan. Interesting.
Tiara's breath. You?
Yes, Clara sent me. She prepared the caravans for you to flee. You should meet her at the Northander camp in the east.
I understand. What about the streets? Is it safe?
Yes, we've cleared the way. Now go.
Yes, thank you.
Just give the word.
Yes.
The last passenger has arrived. Good work, dear. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
I'm trying. Is everything ready?
Yes, and we'll leave at once. Though we should stay on our guards. Chances are the Royal Army isn't done with us yet. So, are you ready?
Yes, let's head out.
All right, people. We're going. Try to be as quiet as possible and stay together. Once we're out of the village outskirts, it'll be easier. Questions? No? Good. Then get moving.
Corporal?
What do we need?
Blazes! Soldiers up ahead! Do something to Har! Stop them!
More
Here we
fighting.
go.
Does this never end?
You read my mind.
They will fall.
Whatever's necessary.
Good work. Why in blazes are they so vicious? We're just farmers, for heck's sake.
Probably General Noria wants to set an example. Whoever betrays the crown pays the blood price.
More of them!
do.
Fine.
Good. Good. I think that was all. Let's push on.
This way, right? All right.
That's it. The border. It should be easier from here on out.
Let's see. Good. How far is it to Everlight from here?
A 2-week journey at least. In other words, prepare for a long march.
All right. We'll catch up with you as soon as possible.